All right, ladies and gentlemen, MrSotko here. Welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to talk about how Wall Street Bets kind of came to crypto and the reason for the unbelievable Doge pump that pumped Doge to the 7th position on CoinMarketCap for a short period of time and then subsequently fell, and the reasons for all of this. Well, first of all, we got Wall Street Bets. Let's take a look at the Wall Street Bets Reddit here. And basically, Wall Street Bets has been around for quite some time, and it's particularly famous in the sense that they all get together and pump stocks. They all talk about their gains and losses. It's essentially the cryptocurrency Reddit for stocks, and they've done a lot of interesting things. And one of the things was recently GameStop. The price of GameStop was going down very, very quickly. Well, quite frankly, GameStop was valued, I would say, at a pretty reasonable number there. And because of that, well, GameStop, first of all, is sort of a dying company. I mean, to be totally honest, most people do not go into GameStop anymore and buy games. You just simply download them. So a lot of their revenue has fallen over the years as downloadable content has taken over PlayStation and Xbox and various others. So the story goes that Wall Street and various institutions were shorting GameStop when it was at a very, very low price. And the Wall Street Bets Reddit noticed this, along with some other various stocks, one of them being AMC, which is a movie theater company. And they decided to start pumping it. And because of that pumping, Wall Street was shorting GameStop. And when you short, you borrow some coin or some stock, and then you later commit to a lower buying price so that you get a whole bunch of it and you make yourself a whole bunch of money, to put it in a nutshell. Well, because it was pumping, it literally cost Wall Street a lot of money. So because of that, it's all over the news. In fact, you can just type in GameStop on YouTube, and this is all mainstream media too. I mean, CNN, CNBC, and it goes on and on. Even the Late Show with Stephen Colbert. It just goes on and on and on about this. So this is all over the world. I mean, everybody's talking about this. If you've logged onto Facebook, there's memes about it. Twitter, there's memes about it. YouTube, there's videos about it. It was a big, big deal because the price of GameStop went up hundreds and hundreds of percent, and then all of the sudden Robinhood decided, which in fact is the main vessel that Wall Street Bets uses, decided to stop trading, which is a big deal because if they stop trading for these users, that doesn't mean that Wall Street and the institutions can't begin shorting again and doing their selling. So basically, they put a bunch of people out of the market, which is possibly borderline illegal and collusion with Wall Street. A number of things, as well as that it's against their terms of service to just suddenly and randomly pull a profitable stock off of their platform. So rob from the poor and give to the rich. Robinhood prompts furious backlash after restricting trade. So mere hours after once popular trading app Robinhood announced it would be suspending purchases of stock purchased by retail investors on Reddit, and the community backlash has been swift and harsh. So this morning, Robinhood said it restricted transaction for American Airlines, AMC Entertainment, BlackBerry was one that Wall Street Bets was going after, Best Buy, Express, particularly GameStop. Though the trading app claimed the action was due to significant market volatility, the timing is suspicious given many of the stocks in question were ones pumped by Redditors, initially going up against major Wall Street traders short-selling GameStop stock, later turning their attention to AMC, BlackBerry, and others. Average investors purchasing just a few shares or more helped push the price of GameStop to new all-time highs in the midst of a pandemic when fewer people are buying from brick-and-mortar stores. But once again, GameStop was kind of going under, and they have been for a long time. In fact, they've been taking away various stores from where they're particularly at, which is usually a mall or some kind of plaza or something like that, as, quite frankly, you can get the same game for the same price online. Just download it, and that's basically it. I mean, you can order PlayStations offline. You can download content. There's very little reason to go into GameStop lately, unless you're just the kind of person that still likes Blockbuster and having all of the things up in front of you. So basically, short sellers lose an estimated $70 billion following Reddit's GameStop stock surge. So that's Wall Street. That's the institutions, the big guys, the ones with billions. They lost $70 billion. So short selling in the stock market may sound complicated, but essentially means that someone has borrowed stock from a company to sell it on a higher price before they buy it back at a lower price to return. The assumption is that the stock will lower in value while it is being loaned out. So when the investor buys it back at a cheaper price, they can keep the difference. GameStop had many short sell stocks, which meant people could quickly change the company's value. This left Wall Street investors out of pocket as the stock they sold increased in value. Totally wrecked, which is, it's almost like an anarchy at this point against Wall Street. And people were just saying buy on the Reddit. It was just nonstop. Buy GameStop. And they're not going to stop us. It's nothing but memes of how they're trying to stop everybody. And it just continues on. And you can see the news on here on WallStreetBets. And you can go through and look at these memes and posts and stuff like that of people's quotes. It just goes on and on and on. And people are very, very upset because a lot of people bought in using Robinhood at a very high price, thinking it will go higher, and then all of a sudden Robinhood just shut it down. But why would they shut it down? Well, it's likely because their institutional overlords told them to do that because they were losing $70 billion. So on the back of GameStop increasing tenfold in just 7 days in the continued investment in short sell stocks, financial data analytics firm Ortex has estimated that short sellers have lost $70.87 billion on their investments. The company made their calculation through data collected from agent lenders, prime brokers, and broker dealers. This is a huge loss for Wall Street. Yeah, you could probably say that. And it seems to have been a deliberate reminder of the power of the people. So another reason why they chose GameStop is because they kind of try to pump in general sort of memey stocks. As you can see, the stocks that they wanted to pump here, BlackBerry is not doing so hot. I haven't known anybody with a BlackBerry in a long time. I think you could still go to Best Buy and find a BlackBerry or something like that, but I mean, that's old. AMC is movie theaters, which are just basically kaput right now. Best Buy, which hasn't been doing good for a long time. So these are essentially all stocks that are doing very poorly, but they have sort of rose-colored glasses to them in the sense that, like, people used to go to Best Buy and it was amazing. I mean, back in the day, Best Buy was so legitimate. Express, GameStop, Nokia. So, I mean, does Nokia even make phones anymore? I mean, they might. I guess they do. But it just goes to show that they're sort of memey stocks. So Congress now announces hearings on stock market in light of Robinhood versus Reddit battle. So now Robinhood is in a little bit of hot water. In fact, their CEO was interviewed numerous times on mainstream media, and he sort of gives the usual corporate responses like, no, nobody told us to do this, and this was because of, I don't know, give me a topic, market volatility. And they're also now having a hard time paying people. They don't have enough money because the stock pumped so much and is worth so much now that they barely have the money to actually pay people out as they're selling it. So now they have to go to the people that they invest with, that they sort of loan money and get money from in order to pay out and then give it back, etc. It's where all their money comes from, and they can't at the moment. So they're in a lot of trouble. Legislators are responding fast to the madness surrounding GameStop and AMC shares and the hedge funds selling them short. On Thursday, Chairwoman of the House Financial Services Committee, Maxine Waters, announced a coming hearing on short selling. Sherrod Brown, the incoming chairman of the Senate Banking Committee, similarly called for a re-examination of the stock market rules. So this is causing such an uproar that they're literally going to re-examine the entirety entirety of the stock market rules. However, I feel like this is going to end up not falling on Wall Street or institutions, but it's going to fall on low things like Robinhood, and it's going to be more difficult to be buying stocks with Robinhood and these various other apps. I actually never really cared for Robinhood in the first place because, well, I'm not into stocks, or at least not anymore. I'm into crypto, and the problem with Robinhood is that you buy into crypto and then you sell it for cash, and you can never actually transfer crypto to Robinhood or transfer crypto away from it. So you don't really own it. You're just trading it back and forth for cash. Short selling has been the subject of widespread controversy as the past 2 days have seen wild volatility for certain securities, especially GameStop. Retail traders communicating via Reddit and buying on Robinhood have been busy buying up GME in the face of soon to expire short positions. So they're basically short squeezing the entirety of Wall Street, which is, I find this really humorous, from several major hedge funds. And they're basically turning off Robinhood, and I think eToro did, and some various other stock market exchanges, one, because of market volatility, which what does that even mean, and two, because for your safety. So basically, the little guys are just getting totally screwed here. Now, a lot of people made a lot of money, but if you had bought in and then all of a sudden Robinhood's like, nah, you can't buy or sell. I think they allowed you to sell but not buy. So they're basically just colluding with Wall Street. So you can sell and move the price down for them Wall Street shorters, but you can't buy and push it up. This is, quite frankly, not good. So what does this have to do with Dogecoin? Before we get into that, even AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, a pretty notorious Democrat, this is unacceptable. We now need to know more about Robinhood app's decision to block retail investors from purchasing stock, while hedge funds are freely able to trade the stock as they see fit. As a member of the Financial Services Committee, I'd support a hearing if necessary. So basically, WallStreetBets got one up on Wall Street, and something pretty bad too, $70 billion. And I'm not sure if that's just from GameStop or it's from all of these stocks that they were sort of short squeezing. But now we have seen some other Reddits pop up. So let me show you these. First of all, we have Satoshi Street Bets. And in this Reddit, as you can see, Doge, it's all Doge. Upvote and share, Dogecoin, Doge. Everything is Doge. And basically what happened is that Doge was around 1 cent, and then these guys began just absolutely spamming Doge. In fact, if you actually suggest any other coin to pump, which is probably considered a total pump and dump group, which could be illegal in some ways, but if you speak of any other currency, they say that they're going to ignore it. They will probably maybe delete it. And other people post like, I'm not looking into any other crypto right now, only Doge. Anybody that posts anything else, we're only talking about Doge. And they were trying to get it to $1. And in fact, Dogecoin went to, I think it candled to the highest. I was on Kraken at the time, and it was 8.8 cents. Now, that's incredible with Dogecoin, because Dogecoin has only a couple times in history have ever been over 1 cent. In fact, we could take a look at that and find the very few times in the entirety of its history that it has been over 1 cent. And let's see, we got one, and that's it. So we got one time, and that was during, the 2017 pump. In fact, it was about January or so. It was 1.5 cents. And then all of a sudden, look at this pump here. This is literally the bar. I will take away the price of BTC there, and it's just a wall. It's an absolute wall. And if we take a look at the week chart, we get a better view of it and how we can see when this pumping started. And it was right around here when this call started to pump, and they basically wanted to follow WallStreetBets. And I remember seeing some posts on the cryptocurrency Reddit, which is pretty much the main Reddit for cryptocurrency. Go figure with the name. And they were saying that why can't we do what WallStreetBets does? And I actually had to reply. I rarely reply on Twitter, but I actually replied to that one, and I said there is. It's called a Telegram pump and dump group. In fact, these pump and dump groups have been around for a very long time. However, this This intent was different. Let's just call it that. I suppose intent. Intent of a pump and dump group is to get some investors in early, and then you tell another wave and you tell another wave. Usually they're tiered. Like let's say there's 5 tiers and there's only a group of 10 people that start to buy in first. Then they make an announcement to group 1 and to group 2, etc., etc., and then they sell on them when it's gone 10x or 100x or something like that. And the intent is to just essentially screw people over and make money. Whereas this intent is to make money and to see Doge at $1. That was the goal. However, after it reached 0.88 cents, it sort of dived down. So it's essentially a copycat, and this Reddit has actually been around for many months. I think it's new this year, but it's been around for many months. You can see it's just nothing but Doge. As far as you can hit next, it is just basically nothing but Doge. And then we have WallStreetBets here, Reddit WallStreetBets, and now you don't see it. But at the time of the Doge pumping, it was nothing but Nano. So these guys wanted Nano, and we could see that Nano pump here as well. So this group of people was just nothing but Nano, all just the entire way. Even this top post here, if you're going to be buying Nano, yada yada, at least do the network a favor and withdraw it to your own wallet. So that's just one of them, but it was the other day when Doge was pumping, just absolutely peppered with Nano. And if we scroll down and find Nano here, I should probably just like type it in, huh? But you could see the Nano pump, and it wasn't as extreme as Dogecoin was, but you can see when the Nano calls were being pumped, it went through the roof, and it just didn't last. And then this one was, again, Satoshi Street Bets was just nothing but Doge. So, Dogecoin, the digital coin originally founded as a joke, has soared over 800% after a Reddit board talked about making it the cryptocurrency equivalent of GameStop. The price of Dogecoin stood at 0.07 cents at around 12:01 p.m. So 7 cents, but it actually candled to like 8.8, at least on the exchange that I was, which was huge. And up over 800% from 24 hours before. So it actually went up probably over more than that, maybe something like 900%. According to CoinGecko, it was not far off from its 24-hour high of 7.2 cents earlier in the day. Dogecoin was created in 2013 based on the popular Doge meme at the time, which involved the Shiba Inu dog. Inu? I actually don't even know how to say that. But while it's taken a backseat to larger cryptos like Bitcoin and Ether in recent years, its resurgence in the last few days has been down to enthusiasm from a Reddit group called Satoshi Street Bets, like the group WallStreetBets, which was behind the GameStop rally. Satoshi Street Bets is looking to pump cryptocurrencies. Satoshi is the name of the mysterious founder of the group that developed Bitcoin. So Dogecoin had added about $7.17 billion to its market capitalization, or total value, in 24 hours. According to data from CoinMarketCap, its total market cap stood at $8.2 billion, making it the 9th largest cryptocurrency. However, when it was 8 cents, when it was above 7 cents, it was the 7th largest, which actually displaced Litecoin and Cardano. I think it was it displaced Litecoin and Chainlink and nearly flipped Cardano as well. So another post, so basically one poster claimed Doge is the crypto GME stock for GameStop. Another post suggested taking Doge to $1 a coin. As the price of Dogecoin rocketed, there had been some big dips in the price over the past few hours, and Reddit encouraged people to not sell and keep pushing. Quote, Elon Musk, the Tesla founder, who previously tweeted about stocks before and sent them rising, has tweeted about Dogecoin in the past and indicated in April that it was his favorite cryptocurrency. So basically, Mr. Musk is with us to the moon. The situation with Dogecoin appears different from GameStop. However, the Reddit group WallStreetBets appears to be pushing the narrative of buying GameStop shares in order to create pain for hedge funds that are shorting or betting against the stock. And this pushes the stock higher because they're squeezing those shorts. Short sellers borrow to share to sell them, yada yada. Another person. So it appears a group of people are just trying to push the cryptocurrency higher to make money. It says one of the early posts on Satoshi Street Bets reads, "Let's make Dogecoin a thing." And it says, that's it. That's the post. Such activity is not new in the cryptocurrency space. So basically, I think the SEC is probably going to be in Congress, et cetera, is probably going to be looking at these pump and dumps, and especially I would say that they're probably not going to look at the Doge one as much. However, they're definitely going to be interested in the GameStop pump and AMC. And here's my pessimistic attitude on that, is that they're not going to punish institutions or anything like that. The regular people are going to get punished. Robinhood is going to have to do some changes or something like that. I can see this in the future, that Robinhood will have to make a change, or it's going to be harder for regular people to buy in, or there's going to be a limit or something like that, or there's going to be some kind of terms of service different change, if you will, in Robinhood, stating that they can just stop a stock whenever, instead of saying that they cannot stop a stock whenever. Just things like that. So that's all I have for you guys. Let's take a look at CoinMarketCap, because there's something a little bit special on here. So basically, Bitcoin has been flipped by WallStreetBets coin. This is not real, but basically this is just a meme coin, and it doesn't exist. I don't know why they put this on here, but it's kind of funny. It says it has a volume of $100 million, and it just sits there. It doesn't move. It's circulating supply, and its market cap, it doesn't move. It just sits here at $483. And when you click on it, there's actually no trading. There is no graph or anything like that. It simply says, we seek alpha and master beta. Our fund Seifu or Snafu is Bitcoin your safe word. Here is the too long didn't read of the game stonk too strong squeeze. When your broker is reliable as a Cyberpunk 2077 launch day, does the game have to stop? See what I did there? So basically, it goes on to say WallStreetBets are known for as a subreddit where participants discuss stock and options trading. Has become notable for its profane nature, aggressive trading strategies, and role in the 2021 GameStop short squeeze. And it goes on about short squeezing, and it goes into this big references and everything. It goes from references from Reddit. So it's just a joke. I'm not sure why they did it. I guess CoinMarketCap is very pro WallStreetBets. However, Bitcoin today did go up to 37,000 as Elon Musk changed his profile picture to Bitcoin. And so that pumped Bitcoin up to $37,000 today. As you can see, this pump over here, and now going back down to pretty much its original value of where it was earlier in the day. However, 1,334 Ethereum and Dogecoin continues to essentially dump. So in my opinion, listening to this Reddit at the moment, you're too late. If you had got in at 2 cents or 1 cent or even 3 cents, pumping up to about 8 cents was an incredible value. In fact, I was trading last night, and I was trading also with a friend, and a friend of mine made a good amount of money on it. And because it was quite easy trading, to be totally honest. I mean, if we look at the day chart, you can see how easy this was to trade. It's just going up and down. It was completely like clockwork, and you could easily hit 3 cent sells over and over because the volatility was so extreme. But this is not going to last, unfortunately. I would be surprised if it does. It would be a very, very big gamble to put money into Doge right now. I think it has to cool off and go back to 1 cent or whatever it was originally valued at. So just a fair warning, not financial advice, just a objective warning on that one. But everything else doing pretty good. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video. That helps me out a lot. My social media in the description below. And as usual, I will see you guys next time.